Hello, welcome back to Prison Fire Productions. We're going to be continuing the last 26 quests of Endwalker. Try and get through as much as I can on the stream. Off camera, I had accepted the next quest, which is As Heavens Burn. So we're going to start off by going to Garlemald. Oh no, looks like right off the bat we're gonna have to do a instance duty, so I'm gonna make sure my gear is all good to go. It is. Scarlett, not a moment too soon. The skies of Garlemald are ablaze. Excuse me. But it's the events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scoins arrived ahead of you. Cut the customer greeting short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glaciers that the Forum's airship has landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I will join them immediately. Additional support is en route. We'll discuss them later. I trust you are ready to depart. Upon departing for the Magna Glaciers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to read these seasons in their entirety. In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the recent of these. Please note, if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, your progress will be lost. Early on the Magna Glaciers.
We were promised an escape. Not of the same moon we fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair.
You shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord. I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Help is at hand. strengthen stand. Come with me. You're safe now. Easy now. Deep breaths.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
What?
Oh god.
Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape! Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid, for once. We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Of that I've no doubt.
The gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that! You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
In the coming battle, you will fight as Alizé. Ooh, there's a limit break too. Okay. There's unexpected damage. Okay.
can't! The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
Oh, thank you for the follow.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Limit gauge full.
On guard.
Not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there is no way to bring them back. Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you. From Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out! Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them! Not a one! This will be a brighter future! I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
Wow. Talk about an entrance. You've done well in my absence.
I can look after myself, you know.
Everything's in order, I trust?
I've had enough of this rabble! Come on!
In the coming battle, you'll fight a Scarlett Baku.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
shadows fight. God is the false and great thing. Fire and the let's go begin to fade. For it.
Just the beginning.
I had a feeling I'd find you. This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Football screaming. Fire and the pain. Let's go stinking thing. Fire, shadows fight. God is the false screaming.
You must board with that.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
More of them.
Wait, what? Xenos?
Xenos? Here?
You're buried. Hurry to the airship.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is, and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seem sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people, not just soldiers like us, not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood, lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends. Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos!
I would say, what you doing?
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Cecino standing there, so king and unrepentant. Guys, I don't know what came over me. It's brought out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope I want to cite into Father Villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he can remember what I said. Anyway, enough about that. It's good to see you again.
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, We need men of courage now, more than ever.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait. Did you hear something just now?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Oh my god!
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. To see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. even deign to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetherius. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Not as they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Hydaelyn's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydaelyn's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart. I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well. And will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
If that's all quite settled, we start moving before Urianger catches his death. Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
I dare say Master Foxtrot was one Palos as we learn the identity of how the Lunar custodians. As he was soon discovered, they have much more to offer the forum. Just it turned to angst forthwith. We may have yet time to discuss recent adventures there we are at 7th Rostra. And I completely Andre thought it was fitting to see you quite so soon. Nor did he. It is stolen the virtues of Etheris, the overtly awakening the Loperatus of desire. to avert our beloved star's demise. Here tells us you have attained knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. News is shared regarding our study of the Ethereal Sea. Your findings are certain to be of greater interest in some other universe. What revelations to the Highlands up as far are leading? Demise is what drives the fun days. Fitness sucker on the scene is how it proves to hit us theory. You're an entity that was sheer force of emotion, showing its vast dormant reservoir to a raging river. Its power may surpass that even of ether. Then first starts to replicate the ether, and said it is even need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics at the greatest bits. Timian. Suffering of fallen civilization that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish of fear and hatred draw from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, destruction of its heirs. They are focused on longer some unknown calamity. But one aim, to defeat Timian. Make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Mitiana may deliver the world from the final days, but even intended there are two conditions. First, you must determine her location. For Mitiana escape, the intent was placed on her by Benai, a woman who will become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal measures are not entirely understood, so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and Benai that you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her interest, this is an all-powerful being, but your Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she will share the knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. She chose for us to flee Etheris, not to stay. We suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Mitian. But for that I know we never give up. That's our pressure too, otherwise she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will. Or provided clues such as Alpha's flower. She's been waiting. Make us answer Hermes' question. So what's the second condition? Hermes reach Mitian. Naturally, I trust to make them depend entirely on whoever she has made her nest. To communicate with Hydaelyn necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any lucky investigation to an ethereal sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Arvalon and other Echo Bay's allies, could detect so much of whisper from Hydaelyn from within the anti-tower. Master Matoya has had a pain that in the years since evading it, or has found some other method of seeing instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, can use some for apparatus. We'll zero the ethereal sea, but closer to home. Here, this is work control. This is the part of Russia. We intend to discuss the great exodus. Follow us, see what to persuade him. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's see what they have to say. Goodbye. Set up or what you need. Clearance the entry will all be permitted condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget that sacred institution also holds rational discourse in the highest. Sword for strictly forbidden. I'm not even going to question how I glitched that.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzadhan. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational, and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
Call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Sorry about not letting the rest of you know a normal plan. I was immediately thinking on my feet for the most part, since it required both means of communicating with how to let her reach her Navion. In a spur of the moment, I saw ourselves involve ourselves in the completion of the arc as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, first we must keep our inner organ and solve the problem of the ether burner. Now, I think it's not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our ascended circle of associates. Right, but who was learning how an ether burner actually works before we attempt to prove it, though? As instructed, I should take you to see the ether burner. From the outside of Archeon, which was uniquely done there. Why are you not right of those? Hardly surprising. Who's going to conceal such a massive undertaking? Destination lies in the lower levels. 4 minutes with some screening access to our Archons live. Step inside my offering and take you to the mid heels. See, associates ahead of largest enough on non-standard mineral garments. Actually, there's something in me too. No, never mind. You can wait. Let's see the matter here. We are to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the next left. Here be in Loxley Alpha, where atmospheric conditions are liberated close are regulated. Water strong from underground and expresses vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create an ideal environment for the growth and preservation of biological samples kept here. Hold on, how did you get so much about it? Wow, I thought the Marvel here as a child. What? You left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off solo with grandfather. Night before, I've been asking Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I prepared for questions the entire time. It's all easy to take for granted that the entry is best of the natural world, thrown out to the wondrous. But by having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the lunar turret to create this similar environment, you use such a process in new light. The subterranean gardens are like Braithos. The lunar prison forged to contain ancient zodiac. The habitations built for all mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. Just so much coincidence. Ever since Hadelin unfolded us the grim fate now waits to answer us, every essential resource we can spare has been delivered to Braithos. Preparation for the great Exodus, but that's not all. It's also a testing ground for the technology so allows us to settle on distant stars. Though the local areas have endured to make the moon inhabitable, that's not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to drive around its bearing. Alas, time's not on our side. Range we are entered a central circuit, as there most of our preparations for the great Exodus had carried out, stretching at the arc among them. While our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions. Free reign to come and go as you please, such are the foil of the form, after all. And give us this room to your trust. Your trust. Let's proceed. Form the sets of central circuit. The Aetherburner is being constructed not far from here. So workers Coco Dicol with Window Forge is neat. When the necessary introductions have been made, you with him discussing this particulars this way.
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows.
Do I even want to know?
Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Aetherburner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Aetherburner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the Aetherburner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Oi, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some in's like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra step of efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
Are you forgetting who you're talking to, Alize?
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavenward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists, or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allegan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid?
No shards of the lesser moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
It sounds like Easter might how famous, infamous Alphanon has become. Who would thought he have achieved so much with a single link power conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the future, I best return to the surface for the relevant parts. I also have a concept model that might be worth a try. Oh, who am I? That's for me to know, you to find out. On that note, I'll leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Meanwhile, Nuda.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ol, bid you good luck and good speed.
Meanwhile, in the Black Shroud.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Are our deficiencies so plain to see?
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Meanwhile, at Court of the Atheists.
There you are! We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already... was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Though our friends are searching for the refined animite in the sacred relics, we will only know if they meet the requirements for seeing them around. Meantime, there are else who might be of service. So your hope that goes on higher, oh higher, ever possible, even if the head are strong, so we thought you would carry on. Is the hope that's up through the night. Higher, oh higher, carrying a song, never made forever strong. Take your hearts. You already done more than that to say though. He's someone who knows a thing or two about alligator cannot. Be that, the love and the red eyes and matching hair. Seen it no more than an average scholar. Ha! What if Mr. Kuro knew how right he was? While he and Garaha established a rapport, why don't you help with the preparations of the Great Exodus? Indeed, so you're going above and beyond in terms of our arrangement to oppose that in the current favor. As confident as I am we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This will also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. Nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs and wait for Amorite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers. Never mind, I'll lend you a hand. You know what? I go. Shiny Iron Helmet is allows you to researchers and scarred types, presenting themselves prepared for accidents. Ha! A lot needed help they can get. Well, then off we go. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but there's some sort of fresh inspiration Scarlett Baku mentioned. Let's start asking around, dealing without getting anyone's way. Let's see about Aether once the work is done. Up with art? Even without a power master, Conqueror mentioned squeeze out an Aether burner. Still not enough, apparently. Now here to 5 days of a rise. Horrible creatures running around all over. From the beginning, it sooner. Keep on dying, you're sending you to don't kill our duties. But we will, so you're prepared for this moment. Leave it in the plan, you all deal well. Hello, are you one of your helpers? For the Aether burner? Oh dear, your things come to say so on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in day out is tiring, thankless work. Sure, now I'll be crossing from this place a few lagoons around me. Work's got enough on our plan as it is. Still, with that deciding who gets aboard our command, my property of opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortron. It's hardly getting a moment's rest to expect, even our time to sleep. Offering to help? That's very kind. I should be able to organize the rest of the documents on myself. Mostly a list of things we need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose to settle our new home. Duties largely concerned the maintenance of living conditions. Be a lot busier once we depart. But here our lunar collaborators kind of assisting our efforts. What if I meet them in person? We gave them such a limited capacity thus far. Perfectly honest, I'm even decided to know what they look like. I mean, I hope they're normal suit dress, but I prefer something small and fluffy, like a beheaded rabbit that ran by. Well, about that. It was, yeah. Oh, living way! Nice to meet you here, Scarlett. Our friends at a forum have brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which is quite impressive considering you don't use any creation methods. What we're really interested in is the theory itself, but now we found ourselves sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. Hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, time to prepare and they're still not ready. So let's show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chance to find Oriage and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in an idle chat, perhaps you could just point to interest. Wouldn't that be fun? Turn labyrinths. That's pretty a perfect suggestion. Given the similarities between this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it's be in our best interest to have the Lumpers acquaint themselves to those conditions seem optimal by their Charlian collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon our limited knowledge would be risk narrowing rather than broadening the perspectives. Mayhap that would be better suited to this adventure. What a marvelous idea! I begin with that great big quasit over there. Oh yes, the Watson. Which is expedition Scarlett. Chuckle. Okay. I see your game. Get a scene. We have something so large that creation matrix is possible to spin this. You direct attention towards supporting features. Search the apparatus and points of potential interest. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Mark an area to spend it. Where I see from here? So I go to pipe connected to the top of those tanks? See through that window and the other pipe at the bottom. I just have to purifying water drawn from below. That's like trees in the greatest sand sail. Hold on, they don't allow shapes. At the bottom, but bigger at the top. Right top is so balanced too. It says that's pretty sort of water. We're right here from this side at Great Big too. Must be because those cars in that giant wheel at the top. I see they draw to want the water. That's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside of it too. Has a gas fire from underground, presumably some other mechanism. It's purified here and sorted out total for being distributed elsewhere. Right, Arna? I knew it! And it's designed simplicity. I understand it's only take a moment to install it, even the harsher physical environments. For us apparatus, that is. Being secure and reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people of the fair sometimes with their homes, air deserts and such. How are you able to survive? Choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear. Were you worried that we would not be able to produce the necessary amount? If I wanted to keep them from drying out completely, then it would appear to rely on it far more than we anticipated. If you adjust this would be in order, that's a calculated average rate of consumption per individual. Learn more about how exactly to attain the water in the first place. Master Alpha spoke to the machinery responsible for that feat earned during the Luxian Alpha, did he not? The low priorities were shared his appreciation for the engineering more powerful. Ah yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. This journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlie and Hamlet, that should lead the way. You mean we have to break the untamed water in this? Yeah? Felt like a certain indeed. We couldn't help but notice so many dangerous looking creatures with the big nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. We were not escorted here by burly custodians, so you would try to think what we had come of us. Regrettably, to many a hunger predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth, but predators may appear to be a potential for rather appetizing source of sustenance. From a partial escort leveling cookway. Try singling grow weights without a care. The valid predator cannot wish for more. That's sweet. Seeing you, I'd rather not be eaten by some hard beast. Then grow away, see the water stretch towards it. Thank you so much. My restriction to what says with worth these hard experiences. Or fun, some may say, but I'd rather not be burnt to crisp than salty to you. My friends, a big welcome to the Continuing Alpha. This actually does out the shop tree. Follow me. Marvelous, simply marvelous to discern a magic or science rather takes place. Perfect environment is the same life artificially created. The knowledge to gain here will be essential for when you start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. If you're lucky out there, it's just a happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or to mankind's heart the way they did because of the available resources I wonder. But it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. This sounds wonderful, I'm sure. I was really hoping to learn more about your nourishment food facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumers receive found at material economics. Imagine single way and others tend to say that every conceivable facet is apparatus. What is that because kindness escort our visiting Olarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. You would have found firsthand some of the delicacies your yonder was talking about. The music incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose. Scriptures cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention the therapist will soon be no more. Some of the KY is so tight. So let's break no further delay. Space, yes, the hearty aroma is enough to get me here. As well as several different vegetables featured in our commentarium. I'd really like to try some, but I read those who help themselves so far with crops without permission often to get caught and put in the pies. Oh god. Perhaps we can ask her to charge if they'd be willing to part with a few samples. Cookie Way is not accompanying you. You can let your son order to proceed with your requested objectives. What a fat mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I show you right off a good one, brush off if you can for that to this. No, no, wrong one. Five ways to do, we were up here down first on the moon, then whichever star to form the sun so we get our new home. So sudden, it's all real. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better to wait for the final base to claim us. No matter how carefully it's all planned, they'll never be able to take every variety of fauna with us. Once we can, Kate may not survive in the environment, so many species to be distinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. You wish to sample any of your parties today? All means of yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So what are we begin? I know these are great, yes. You know, she said, look. So sweet, so sour. It tastes much like right philosopher's carrot. The taste is very different. I just seen the outer skin of the fruit is almost particular. Far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I tried another. That certainly give me food for thought. Now the far less risky manner in a philosopher's carrot. Tell me, what's European or grapes? Yes, they're rather more, aren't they? Already quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicated beverages, I recall. Hey, that's enough about grapes for time in. On to the next street. Orange by nature. Okay, first, the fruit or the cup. Oh God. Why cook away? Why? Oh no. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that. That's it. Equal parts sweet and sour. As for grapes, yet nothing alike. Now I can start urology about spending my vocabulary. So we cannot find a word to describe it. Sound like for is bitter. This is all kind of complicated, you know? So many folks, so many choices to get each individual with their own personal purpose. Now I see why you turn your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous, though they are still in my estimation. But no one say I did say otherwise. Oh, the secret carrots eat some of your vegetables. Let's see what's in the field over there. See, those are pumpkins. Color and texture. Are these some enormous round carrots? No? I think he's rough enough for sure, less of us concerned in taste. Ugh! So hard and flavorless, I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. Someone confirms that they are nothing more than the misbegotten fails to masquerade as godly carrots. Stop. Can you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense of try eating them raw. You're supposed to cut them first. I find it awful bother. Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. Plus, we're broadest range of ingredients so it may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to drop the full potential of our products. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. And perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can give its deliciousness an orange sample. I wonder now, if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over here? Oh no! Is that a lemon tree? Well, what are its fragrance? It's like they have a flavor to match. I know these are eating satisfied. Oh god. My tongue, is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? Like it's so similar to an orange be so revolting. Maybe sometime form of pallet recovers from its ordeal. As such, I best to call it in and around a sampling, and say a farewell to turn to the others. There's heavy. It's everything to like him. I'm rather enamored with the great synergist list. Out of pumpkin, I learned a very hard way that's to eat raw. Nervous lemon. The deceiver! A simple so violent. First time, was it? I hate for you to leave with such a bad taste in your mouth for always one. So I give you this lemon muffin I baked. That's just your opinion? Not will. More lemon? Haven't I suffered enough? Nonetheless, I mean, rest of me. Very well, lemon muffin. Be worse. This is delicious! Let's say it's hit a hint of lemon. Complements the sweetness and the dough to create a perfect harmony. Guess this foul bitterness can be utilized so elegantly, like a chap. It's simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state. There's a starry world and all sorts of recipes. Saves you from many other ingredients. Comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal. Sometimes, that can even be the difference between life and death. We'll be able to take every species with us. That the form agonizer was what preserving and what we consider in history. Hard choices will make them less suffer for their survive. It's a strength of will. And I know what happens to your kind. Mankind, the apparatus, often born from the accumulated knowledge of ancients. They learn all there is to learn about nature and sustaining life in the face of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, never seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. There lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of immaculate character. Yet civilization since time immemorial had deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They paying no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quests, and all too often becoming architects in their demise. Their dreams were fulfilled. But then it's the alternative. As well as the knowledge, our existence can never be perfect. Be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, you eat little muffins. That's part of my answer. Why the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cook away, at your service. I'm here to prepare a trip to the moon. There you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing them all different kinds. But don't worry, I'm room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many Aetheris species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course, I look forward to it. But this has been all highly productive, probably. See if Yonji and others have run out of machinery respect, shall we? Now it's about the lightning, since you're part of them in nothing. Actually, sorry, do you know any other places for your cuisine? The more I learn of Aetherius, the more I learn I should be good spirit for the final days. That's how to let orders are to flee, not to resist. Some other way. Scarlett, trust that time in America assisted. Mere fruit. Nor over the pursuing war, now possessed of the embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests relentless pursuit of can occupy them, and that's for a fortnight. The last time was only Ephesus. Let's return to the Charlie and Helmet forthwith. Rally attend to each and every leopard there, but the questions of our answers arise. Aww. This card is being verbalized in a satisfactory emotional state. You wanna know why? So to construct environmental data of Earth so I can see the output, that's why. Force so lovely and so leafy. Are you forced like that? Yes, I say. Sir, so wonderful, but comes to no surprise you're reluctant to leave it behind. Fool to think otherwise. Seeing that the moon was something you were too proud of. How ridiculous was it to see me. You're trying so hard to achieve so little. Not at all. No less worthy for their uniqueness. Tancred! How did thou fare? Don't say it gleaned for your bit from researchers who are helping to move the cargo. Preparations are proceeding with the interruption here. Despite news that are coming in, we have a four-month leadership debate for that. Does that mean people are worried though? Quite the opposite. Because as go straight at any moment, they hurry to complete their work. Whereas a single error could be the difference between life and death. You can already tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. They either by God are goodly the wrong way. Find other ways to lighten their burden. Can you be of use to people? Wonder that you would think me so capable of an extra challenge. Nonetheless, I believe in me. So, I suppose it can't hurt to try. Has someone mopping in a western plaza like me to help a Paul. Start with them. It's gonna play city. Come. How can I help you? It's you who helped me? Is that a truth so obvious? A burden shares the burden eased. Pray, tell us of our troubles. Those are folks who are not good listeners. Where is it? There it is. I'm an engineer, you see. What to say to ship? This is some of decades of Charlotte ingenuity. It's built with pureness, elegant technology. It's not true, but I know none of that's guaranteed. Never before launched a starfaring vessel. Well, floated at great expense. All tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard the first voyage. Even so, if it fails us in, what can we do? If it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the 8th burner's design was flawless too, and it took. Look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with the most stunning technologies, and thou dost not hold a power to ally its fears. Well, I'm not sure about that, but well. Maybe you could tell me if there's any aspects of ship designing you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about perform a task for one. That doesn't mean so much to deploy gravity. It's potential spell. Regulate the environment. The web's not strong enough. What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Aha! Gravitation! Maybe I can be a help after all. There's something different down here, you see. The same rules apply. So it's part of one great cosmos rather than separate places. Both parties show find conflict in this conversation. You had to think for its tale to be true. Studies of effort from insight born experience. Fail upon a love press to send them. Next lady, if I say so myself. It's not like that in the morning, eats the hearts of fine people from Paris. More about them while we're at it. Full glad I'm able to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Scarlett, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out of distress and apprehension for the net to help us at hand. Wait them here, and I introduce you such a suitable love threat. Oh, I do look so forward to that. A place for every leopard and every leopard in their place. It's an important word. The same tournament worked much slower. In the world is now, yet the work goes so faster. Scheduled to confirm things feasible on other bullets to make. Yet I never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. Sign them with the assistance of safety and surgeons. After every illness or injury you might face at great expense beyond us. Say nothing of the effects living out there definitely might have on the body. Good for the moon! Why not think of that? Yes, you idiot. Have you seen Evolt running about? This imbecile refused to give me an acclimate out order without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spot to make me remember where I dropped my damn envelope, I doubt they won't help you, and you wasted enough of my time already. Some of my out, perhaps I'm a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring the proper fauna, and not only the proper fauna, but thus cinnamon have an ability for a few species is still under debate. You can already take decisions simple enough to live in the environment up there. Could have represented our discussions as a wonderful idea. She absolutely will. Thank you. Perhaps the biology itself will have some clue as well. So the collaborators, suppose that Warfoot isn't sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we need to consider our fewer trips. Should the eighth burner make our original instance feasible? Simply too many variables. Don't know if my brow would turn this set out. Perhaps other new associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Let me help you. Ma, what a lovely idea. But you notice people become rather tense. So I rushed out to put some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now you cut down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I'll play to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman is doing better than you are! That says a lot! Dang! Now why would they make the circle so big if there's nobody up here? Nope. 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 Nuh-uh. Nope. Apologies, I'm waiting delivery. Whoever's gonna have to wait. It's too easy to chat for its benefit or otherwise. Just leave me in my misery to form to appoint someone else. I apologize, I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to palette the arc if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? You know a search opponent I to speak with? Truly? There's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. They're really gonna make me go all the way around. Okay. Heat waves? Doing what's on the moon? No doubt we can break it out there, but researching for new star particles is awfully vague to me. When I asked the forum, they want to give us our collaborators have everything under control. Again, I don't think they're going to be safe when I went to see a star, so God knows what me, like God's no who. I don't blame you there. Five down, 3 to go. Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confided in my colleagues and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. I gotta find the last two. Is anything bothering me? You haven't loaded cargo for bell sounds, some of that feels like a voice that's played with it as a piano. These are drums and cymbals too. This lemur's seems fine, if you need a little break. But a guy's not chance to say, am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Well, if you're hyperventilating, odds are yeah. Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see there. Here's no cause for concern, to assure you. No cause for concern, even though we need to depart any moment. If the hull are designed, buckles are to strain, the entire vessel may explode or launch. Claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. That's highly unlikely, yes. It's funny. To protect the structural falls to say, well, that'd be wonderful. Really more to see already. $56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds. Rip one out, add it to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds in the ground. I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break this evening, and I found myself unable to relax at all, so when I walked in, I noticed this weed hand. That's the conversation partners, and oh, so fast, good it's me, and it sounds like a better way to relax. Two to go. No, one to go. He's outside, isn't he? So I'm just going to casually use Falcon. Real quick, get away. Ow. So I'm going to do it the smart way. Started the outer side of the ring and work my way in. Where the heck is the last person? Yeah, I think we're in the stream here. A bit more. Hmm? Oh dear.